way, hopefully the next generation coming through are more open-minded.
Yeah.
But they also, by nature, become more conservative as they get older.
Well, I think one of the best accelerators of change is going to be success. So I think any small initiative that a course can do, that a company can do, that the media can do to kind of change some of the mindset, if that's successful, you know, this industry chases growth and can chase change as well. So I think it's these early things that do signal some change that if those can work, and a good example, Ricky Fowler and the people that he's bringing to the course, that is working. People are seeing that. We're seeing it here with just our business. Success can breed success.
When you were a kid, who was your golfing hero? Who did you look up to?
Boy, as a kid in golf, Seve was one of my favorites, Greg Norman and Freddie Couples. Those were probably kind of the three that, as I was out hitting balls and playing, you know, I'd be hitting shots, you know, thinking about, you know, those players.
So what was it about Seve that you liked?
I just think his flair, his style, his attitude, you know, his competitive spirit in the Ryder Cups. I remember in '87, you know, I grew up in Ohio, going to Muirfield Village where the Ryder Cup was, and just following him like a little puppy. And you know, his teammate at the time was Ball, which was kind of unknown at the time, but you know, he was keeping Seve in the fairway. I remember that, so it was fun. I just like to follow him.
So what do you play off then?
My handicap right now is a 3, so used to be much better, and I can 3 can be hopeful some days. So it's I'm actually a binge golfer now, so I don't play, and when I play a lot, and then I don't play again. So bit of a binge golfer and fairly inconsistent at the moment.
What would you say your favorite golf course is?
Oh, boy.
Well, give me 3.
Favorite golf course? Muirfield Village in Dublin, Ohio. It's one that I grew up nearby and played a lot of my junior golf there. Jack Nicklaus's place. It was, to me, seeing Augusta on TV, that was something that was the closest experience to me in terms of the layout of the course and the pristine condition of it. So that's probably number 1 for me. I got a chance to play the old course at St. Andrews around the Ryder Cup this year and had a really blowy and a blustery day, and it was really hard. So I felt like I got the real experience there. I shot 76 that day in the wind. I was pretty proud of myself, yeah. So that was one of my better rounds. So those 2 are, you know, highlights for me.
And what about your favorite golf tournament to either be at or to watch on TV?
Favorite golf tournament to be at, Augusta, the Masters is one of my favorites. Just a great walk. And a lot of that's the experience with who you're with and whatnot. Last couple of years we've had some of our golfers, you know, right in the mix, whether it's Jonas Blix or Ricky Fowler, so that's been fun to kind of go to. The Open is always one of my favorites, so I, you know, try to make it to those tournaments as well. I like the different brand of golf that offers, you know, the link style and the conditions and whatnot, to see some of the best athletes in the world and how they, you know, adapt their game. Being out in California, Torrey Pines is right around the corner from where I live, so that's one early in the season that I always look forward to, and a great track as well there on the ocean and seeing the guys.
So, which 3 words would describe you best? 3 words to describe you.
3 words to describe me, that's a tough one. Competitive. I'd like to say inclusive. And fun. I'd pick those 3.
How do you go about your daily business?
Yeah, you know, schedule fills up really quick. So the days are, I think that one of the best things about my job is that it moves from a tour contract to a shoe to a piece of apparel to strategies for the next, you know, 5 to 7 years, all in the course of a day. And so that kind of general management is probably what I get excited about, you know, most, is the diversity of my day. I'm probably more of a thinker than I am kind of overexcited and just jump at it. But once I commit to something, I want it done, and I want it done right. So I'm probably a detail-oriented guy once we pick our strategy.
So have you ever sent an email and
Yeah, I've sent quite a few emails and regretted that. So, but you know what? You learn from all those experiences. So, I think I'm catching myself better as I get older than what I did when I was young. And I think the emails are maybe moving to text at this point, right?
Yeah.
So don't send a text, late at night
Do you
either.
tend to do more when you're communicating with your work associates by text?
I think the text has really changed interaction with, even players. This morning I'm texting with Ricky about something, right? And that's unique. You normally have an agent and emails and contracts and a lot of written stuff. And I just think easy one-liners, so text is happening. And I think Twitter, when I think of how you used to identify where your player was, what tournaments, what calendar, you pick that stuff up on social media now, even before maybe an agent, even knows at this point. So you kind of have to stay socially active on the social media side, and you pick up so much about a player and their life and what they're thinking, and even ESPN picks up a lot of their news now on Twitter, right? So I think that's really changed the dynamic in the media.
What's your proudest achievement?
Proudest achievement. I think being the father of two great kids that are 9 and 12 at this point in time, and having a fantastic wife, and just a super family.
Are they boys or girls?
I have a girl who's 9 and a boy who's 12.
Are they playing golf?
They play a little bit of golf, so they are a classic example of golf needing to be more enjoyable and more fun so that I can get them out there with me a little bit more. Proudest achievement, I think, career-wise, is the formation of Cobra Puma Golf. Starting Puma from scratch, being able to find through acquisition the Cobra brand, putting those two together and getting 5 years into it and really seeing both brands come to life, and now it's go time.
What's been your biggest mistake?
Probably not spending enough time on my short game when I really wanted to play professional golf. Spending too much time on the range and not enough on the putting green, so that was a mistake.
That is very good.
Yeah.
Lesson for all of us.
Yeah. And you know what? It's hurt me the rest of my life. So I still three-putt a lot.
Yeah, this is my Happy Gilmore. I can get this up to, the best I've seen is 132 mile/hour clubhead speed. Did you get that? Was it too quick for you?